Hello everybody, Retrobeard here. How you all doing? It's Monday afternoon in just on 5 o'clock in the UK, so get started. Back on the Xbox, as you'll see. I hope everybody has had an awesome weekend. Going a bit nearer. There we go. Let's see what game. Still haven't rectified my emulation solutions, so a nice change on the trusty Xbox, which is not a bad thing really. The Xbox is a good machine, minus all the copyright claims I'm going to get. Bit of Diablo 3. Yep. That's interesting. I can't hear anything. We've got some stuff. I need to turn it up a little bit with my headphones. Oh, I just heard them. But then we have volume. I always assume whatever can go wrong will go wrong. I'm hoping they're going to release an Xbox Series X Slim in the next year or two, then I'll upgrade to that. I don't fancy that great big black obelisk in my living room. A slimmer model would be nice. Or an Xbox Series S, but with 4K Blu-ray player. That'd be a compromise. I'd rather have the Series X, because I'm not a fan of buying something that's actually weaker than the current console I've got. You know, an Xbox One X has got superior GPU to the Xbox Series S. Just quickly. Missing anything? Anything? Ah! Might make a new character. Got anyone fresh? Let's which hero? Teen. What have I got? Have I got one of each class though? Got a necromancer. Let's create a hero. Let's see what I've got. Have I got them all? So long. We'll carry on with my necromancer. Hi Grizzly Wizard, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I am very good, thank you. How are you? Let's see. Played this game in quite a while on the Xbox. Ah, there's my little friends. Say hello to my little friends. This is my idea of a social life. Search the Royal Crypts. So long since a cathedral. Oh, very good to hear. Yeah, I'm just quite chill out a little bit, and Diablo 3. It's not a bad game really. Not as much fun as Diablo 2 was, but. The weekend, well, I worked a bit, just doing some caretaking. Seen my lad for a few hours. Watched all of season 4 of Cobra Kai, which I absolutely loved. What else? And just did some painting of some models and stuff, just bits and bobs. And what about you? What did you do at the weekend? Probably more exciting than me. That energy stuff, yeah. And what does... Oh, I can summon little ghosties to fight me.
My essence is too low.
Hello, Henrik. Welcome, my friend. This is Diablo 3, Henrik. Yeah, it was pretty productive. That seems to be how I live my life now. I also did some martial arts training as well, actually. Watching Cobra Kai always gets me in the mood to redouble my efforts to train. I am productive. I never thought I'd end up being productive. In my younger years, I could waste the whole weekend just playing a game for 20 odd hours. Well, I'm not waste, spend the weekend.
My essence is too low.
I guess even I had to grow up a little bit. But TV and chores is no bad way to spend the weekend.
Not enough essence.
Not at all. Hey, doctor. Diablo 3 is amazing, Henrik. It's available on PC, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, Switch. So basically, if you like this game, there's so many ways you can buy it or play it. I own it on Xbox One X, and I own it on the Switch, and I own it on the PlayStation 3. I don't own it on the 360 anymore, because when I got the Xbox One, I upgraded my save to this. And the problem with this game is sometimes too much goes on the screen and my brain can't really see it.
Not enough essence.
I think that's my problem more than anyone else's. Thank you for the money. What loot? Hello, Chris. How you doing, my friend? Welcome. Brutal Legend of the Jack Black game. No, I've never actually played it, Chris. I've seen it, and back in the day when it was new, I was around it, but I never actually played it. I never got round to it. Probably my loss. Do you recommend it? I assume you do. My army of friendly skeletons. Yeah, back in the days of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, there was more games, more good games than I had time to play. Which was a pretty good problem to have, wasn't it? Pretty good problem indeed. If I ever see it cheap, or I'm assuming it's on the backwards compatibility program. or even better than cheap, free on Games with Gold. Free is my favourite price. Oh, I'm tired. I had some family round a bit earlier. You know, children when they want to attack you and fight, and it's exhausting. I'm not that great with children. Well, I am good with children and getting on with them, but it tires me out. You know, I'm not. I don't enjoy children as much as I used to. Probably don't sound very right, does it? But you know what I mean. I like kids, but I don't. I'm all right without them in my life all the time. Put it that way. I did some years in the past though, so I suppose I've earned that free. Game Pass. I don't like Game Pass. I respect it, and I think it's good value for money, and I think it's really good service for a lot of gamers, and I'm glad it's there. But me personally, with my finances being limited these days, I don't feel it justifies it because I don't get my money's worth. I don't play games enough to justify it. But I can certainly see its place, and maybe someday I will find it useful, or Xbox will offer it to me for £1 a month again. Where I am now, oh.
I need essence.
Maybe Games with Gold will give me Brutal Legend and I'll be sorted then. You can't beat a bit of dungeon crawling, can you? It's a full-blown war over here. War. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it looks good. Oh, you must look from my backpack so you see what equipment I've got. Oh. I think, like I say, back in the day, I overlooked it because I was having fun playing Halo 3 and Halo ODST and Gears of War 1, 2 and 3 and, you know, back in those days that was something that I really enjoyed. I think because I played sociably, and when you play sociably, your taste in games is different to when you play on your own, isn't it? Because you're enjoying, you know, I've never liked death matches and things, but I enjoyed the horde modes and stuff, and playing the campaigns as well. Now it's just more like a nostalgia trip than something relevant to my life. This Necromancer's quite a relaxing character. What does other powers do? Oh wow.
I'm afraid not.
No, you don't need to start. You can play any of them, really. I mean, you know, to learn the story properly, it's good to start at the beginning, obviously. But when you're playing the modes and stuff, I think I've heard that Gears of War is getting a remaster package, a bit like the Master Chief Collection, so it might be worth holding on for that because their multiplayer servers will be busier then. Nice. I like this summoning lot.
I have long waited for this.
What, I've levelled? Sweet. Flesh Golem. Oh, I like summoning. I was about to use the mouse then on my computer. So how do I do this again? Sorry, it's been a while. Ah, here we go. What have I unlocked? What have I got? Siphon Blood. That replenishes my mana. Quite like what I've got because it heals me. Ah. That's good. Learning. It's a change. Hours. Oh, I've not got that game out yet. What's this? Leech. Decrepify. Okay. Working on my reading skills. I like slowing. Yeah, it's good for crowd control. Command skeletons. Oh, command golem. I quite like my skeletons. I'm old-fashioned like that. Skeletal mage. New Alien game. I didn't know there was one. Which is that the team one when you're like the Marines or something? I forget now. That. I've done this already. I thought I had a golem. Passive. Hello Gio, how you doing my friend? Welcome to the stream, it's great to see you. Yeah, I seen that Alien game in a commercial, like a trailer when it was new. I never really gave it a chance. Or not, well, never had time, I suppose. Okay. Very good, thank you, my friend. Very good. I was just spending my what would you call it? Getting my new skills. Now I've leveled. Where was I going? These are my new friends. Skeletons. They don't argue or disagree with me. Nice. I tried the Alien Isolation. I didn't really like it, but it might be a good game. It might just be something that didn't, you know, click with me. I don't always have a lot of patience. Oh wow. The Xbox original was a brilliant games console. I used to get two original Xboxes, two CRT TVs, an Ethernet cable, hook them up, and then play Doom 3 on campaign mode, multiplayer, cooperatively, with my friend, and we used to have hours of fun on it. It was great. So good. And even the PC version can't do that. It's a unique feature to the original Xbox. Yes, Henrik. The Xbox One might be good for you, Henrik, because it's backwards compatible and it's reliable and it's quite cheap now-ish. I think the white Xbox 360 is a lost cause. Yeah, I tried black, but I didn't really like it that much. But I know a lot of people absolutely love it. I think some games it's nostalgia. Original Xbox was a powerful system. Its time. Look. Some friends, here we go.
My essence is too low.
My essence is too low. They all tell me. Yeah. The original Xbox was a underappreciated system, really. And I remember when I first played Halo 2 on it. Oh my god, it was amazing. Halo and Halo 2 were such good games. Xbox came in and changed the world and made some good competition for PlayStation. Bosses.
I need a corpse. The night embraces you.
It amazed me how the original Xbox could do 1080i and 720p in many of its games. Just amazing that people were playing, you know, 480i and stuff, and their Xbox owners, if they had the right sort of TV, were playing in high definition at 60 frames per second as well. Hi Kariki Blokey, how you doing, my friend? Welcome. It's good to see you, as always. We've got some Diablo 3 here. I know you were interested in that game, weren't you? This is a Necromancer in it. Related to the Diablo 2 Necromancer. Just a bit more glamorously dressed. This is a low level one. I think at level 18.
I need essence. That is not possible.
Here we go.
No.
You're probably better getting mid-range, Chris, because or doing some research, or if you tell me what you're exactly after, I don't mind helping you, because not all retro gaming equipment is made equal, put that way. Well, the Xbox One X version and the Switch version, Brad, is more or less the same, minus slightly sharper resolution on the Xbox One X, and probably a slightly better frame rate as well. But fundamentally, this is what you get, like 95% identical.
I ran him through. I cannot do that.
My Switch is only a Switch Lite, so I can't stream it anyway. I don't mind, I like having a dedicated handheld console. I've always been a fan of the DS's and Game Boys, and I think the Switch Lite is a sort of successor to that. See you, Geo. Take care, my friend. All the best. Thanks for coming by. It's always great to see you. Who have we got in here? Go.
I must have a corpse.
You know what I would love? A Diablo TV series with Game of Thrones level budget and maturity. Could you imagine how dark and gothic it'd be in the story? Oh my god. The Diablo TV series done correctly would be the greatest TV series in a long time. Yeah. I mean, all the Diablos, Brad, are very different games. They don't. People say which is the best Diablo. It's like they're all different. They don't compete with each other. They're just a different itch to be scratched. Hello, Joker. How you doing? Long time no see. Ish. I remember you. Okay, so you want a HD solution, Chris. So what you want is either a good quality component cable with a little box that converts component to HDI, or you want some dedicated solution. Definitely, Chris, do not go into the wild and take a guess, because you could end up with a really lackluster solution. You want the best picture you can possibly get. What kind of budget are you looking at?
What skill should I master?
Victims. You are my victims now. I might have to have my cup of tea in a minute. You see, for me, this is a great game. It's just a junk food, comfort food game that I can sit and sort of chill out to without having to think too much. Doing quests and stuff. Come on, men or skeletons.
I must have a corpse. No.
Yeah. £20. £20. I'll have to have a look and see what solutions for retro gaming are getting better and better value all the time. There's new options, and so the good thing is the Xbox original was HD anyway. It's just getting a cable that you don't lose any picture quality with, because cheaper cables on older cable technology do have issues, and you
lay him to rest in his
still want to get about £20. You still want to get the best you can get for the money. Otherwise, the results are disappointing, and you risk things like input lag, so the actual experience isn't enjoyable anymore. So I'd have to look for a lag-free solution that gives you the best picture within that budget. Then, I mean, obviously you get what you pay for, but you still always can get the best possible for the money.
Are you ever afraid in battle?
Emotion weighs little on the priests of Rathna.
We are both blessed then. My faith armors me against fear.
Yeah, you'd be like me. Don't want that. Input lag is a big deal, though. It's a huge deal. You can go back to a game that you've got a feeling for the timing on, and then the timing's all gone. I mean, emulation has got input. Like some people say it hasn't, but it has. When you go on your CRT with a PlayStation 1 or a Mega Drive, you feel the difference between emulation or poor scalers on original hardware.
I need a corpse.
Weakness consumes you.
I cannot do that.
Awesome. Very nice, Henrik. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going for another chicken roast dinner. I'm a man of simple tastes who's getting lost in this game. Chicken, bit of potatoes and gravy, and I'm happy. Potatoes, Mr. Frodo. Okay, I need to go back to the beaten path because I am getting lost. That was my only problem with playing Diablo 2 and 3 on my Switch. Sometimes, I've got to be honest, I sort of struggled to see what the hell I was doing with stuff. I mean, I'm not complaining. Having a full functional fat version of Diablo 2 and 3 on a handheld console is a miraculous thing to behold, but I've got to admit it, playing it on my 55-inch TV is nice as well. I used to think my TV was 49-inch, and I measured it the other day just out of interest. And it's 55 inches. It's one of those curved Samsung 4K TVs. Not the best, but not the worst. It was me, the Royal Crips. I like Crips. I like to crush your items. Ah, a new waypoint. I'm going to celebrate with a bit of tea. Spilling tea. Shouldn't really spill tea on electrical outlets. It might give me an electric shock and kill me. It might get me more views on my channel, me dying live, but I won't be around to appreciate them, will I? Can't beat a cup of tea. I've never been a big tea drinker, but now in later life I am, so I suppose I've finally become like a typical British person drinking cups of tea. Well, my beard seems to get more of it than me, but... Okay. Here we go.
I must have a corpse.
What an amazing concept that you're this adventurer in deep, dark dungeons, you know, acquiring wealth and loot and treasure and fame and... Oh, fantastic. Why, Brad, have you got it on the Xbox One then? Excalibur. Arthur must withdraw Excalibur. This is the Skeleton King, Henrik.
This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Well, the thing is, an Xbox to play with people on the channel would be another option, but it wouldn't replace the PC side because the Xbox hasn't got the retro PC games. So if you've got an Xbox and some games, I would happily play you at times, and anybody who wants to join us is more than welcome. But it certainly wouldn't replace the PC, because a cheap laptop playing old PC games is really a cool thing to be doing. It's more retro gaming. I sweeten my tea with honey, Henrik. It's a bit kinder for me.
Dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb.
Do. I'm a tomb
We
raider.
shall put you down, Hellspawn.
But if you ever got an Xbox, my friend, I'd happily play with you and use the and use our adventures for the channel. I figured out the voice chat problem at least, so next week that'll be done. But the retro PC games are a lot of fun though. They're definitely worth playing if you can get to them. And there's not much, there's no real technical messing around. It's quite easy to do, thanks to Games with Gold. Not Games with Gold, good old games. I'm thinking of Xbox then. Yeah, I don't mind pointing you towards any, you know, once you've set your budget, I don't mind pointing you towards your best options. I've been PC gaming for a long time. Not as long as some people though, but long enough. There's always a bigger fish, as Qui-Gon Jinn told me. Yes, a good laugh on the Xbox is always fun, so if guys, we can always shape the Sunday sessions up sometimes with an Xbox session. Nothing wrong with that.
With evil is the essence of what it means to be a Templar.
In all things, there must be balance.
If you're going to get an Xbox, I would recommend an Xbox Series S, because it's only £249 new, and it's digital only, so you're not messing around with discs. It's quite powerful.
Thy master.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the King of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Yeah, if I was starting fresh on the Xbox platform, I'd get a Series S. Because I already use the 4K Blu-ray player and watch my 4K movies on it. I'm gonna have to get a Series X. Fortunately for me. Yeah, the Series S is an amazing console, and it's really small, it's compact. Like I say, it's digital only. It's really, it loads games really quickly. Like I say, I'm on the painful route of getting a Series X in the future, but right now I haven't got the money anyway. Got bigger fish to fry. I've got my my gradings, my martial art gradings to pay for this year instead of games consoles. I don't mind. Martial art gradings are more important to me because they're you know, they're something that carrying me no matter what happens to me, materialistically or financially. So we call them spiritual wealth. Oh, he's angry, isn't he?
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Well said, Mr. Bean. Yeah, this is Xbox One X, so it's a last gen. It's still quite a good console. But the Xbox One X is no good to you, because to buy one of these second hand, because they no longer make them, costs more than a brand new Series S. So you don't want to pay more for last gen than you would do for this gen. That makes any sense. But there's so much back. Xbox are so consumer friendly and backwards compatible. I can play with you on this, even if you've got a Series S. They're multi-gen. Same as Xbox 360 can play together with us, as long as it's a game that's on all the platforms. Amazing. Xbox, they're not perfect, but they're the most consumer-friendly console company I've dealt with. Skeleton King, the killer of me, Alan, and Henrik. Let's wake him up. Yeah, you're better off with a Series S. And if you're really rich, get a Series X. Bear in mind though, the Series X is a great big black monolith. Look at this guy. Okay. Oh crap, he's hitting me.
I'm afraid not.
Must. This guy's a beast. Ouch. Yes. Yes. Glory. Yeah, you have to ask if it's worthwhile for you. Definitely do your homework and your research. But I think for 249 quid new, the Series S is a lovely little system. It's a bedroom size system. It's really nice. It's a lovely little console that just scratches an itch. It's a great bedroom console if you've got children and you want to plonk it in the bedrooms, or if you just want to. If you haven't got a 4K TV, you just want to dip your toes into the into the Xbox ecosystem. I'd recommend it for people. Yes, he's the man, isn't he? What am I doing? Talk to the stranger. Stranger danger. I can't see any strangers. Or is it up here? Oh, excuse me, my nose is itching. I had a bit of a bad sinuses for a couple of weeks now. No, it's not coronavirus. Body is a treacherous thing.
This is unexpected. How did you come here?
I love all the lore and background in Diablo. There's so much story and history. That's why I said it'd make a great TV series.
Yes,
It would be, if it was done really respectable to the source material, a Diablo TV series would be absolutely epic. So much to learn and twists and story and battles. Turned New Tristram. Now how do I do a town portal? I've forgotten. Is it this? That? Oh, what am I doing? Am I putting on wrong equipment? Crap, I've forgotten how to do it. Is it that? I don't remember how to do town portal. That.
I must wait.
Yeah, it's the most accessible Diablo game because it was made for the modern generation. It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely a very nice, accessible game. How the flipping heck do you do town portals? Unless I've not got that power yet. Maybe that's my problem.
We'll feast at the inn when this is all over, my friend.
Feast it. Oh, okay. Duh. Waypoint. This is a really big game with the expansion content as well. It's a really big game. Loads to see and do. Right now, I need to mess with my equipment. Why am I using a sword? Look at my weapon. I've got... Nice. Oh, bloody hell, I'm an idiot with these controls. Gloves. I'm a bit unnatural with the controls. It's not helping me. They're the best ones for me. Getting your equipment and setting your character up is one of the best things. Infernal Pauldron's one of the best, you know, parts of the game. And this is a lot more. This loot system is a lot more complex than Diablo 1, obviously. You know, the game is fleshed out, identified. The Oryx Crown, yeah. I have the crown of a king at last. And in this game, your mercenary also gets fully equipped, which is really cool. Hyrian Path. Oh, that looks nice. I'll have to get rid of my scythe though. What does it do? Yeah, I'll have to have a different hand weapon. I don't want to give up my head thing. What is it called? What's it called? I can't even read that. Phylactery or something. Okay. My leggings can be upgraded, I dare say. About my belt. And my belt's fine. I need to get a new weapon. I need a single-handed weapon. That removes the scythe. Perhaps that's why I had a dagger. What about that? That's what I had before, isn't it? Doom Legion. Is that one-handed weapon or is it two? Two-handed. Crap. My best weapons are two-handed. No, no, no. Okay, I'll have to have a disc for this then. What about my mercenary? Oh, follower, not mercenary. I'm using Diablo 2 language. You can have quite a few different mercenaries as you go along in this game, and you can set up all their equipment. In Diablo 2, you could sort of give them a few bits of equipment. This one, you pick the skills, their equipment. It's quite a comprehensive game, really.
chosen the same.
That's good news then. He can be my buffing machine. Awesome. What time is it? I've got a few more minutes. Good. You know I need to equip him. Well, he's naked. That's no good, is it? Brave knight, I'm sorry I've neglected your needs. He needs to wear trousers, doesn't he? Let's upgrade his killing potential. Look, he's got a toy of a weapon. I've got all these powerful weapons for him. Well, comparatively powerful anyway. I won't get ahead of myself. Heavy axe of the angels. Now, Mr. Bean, you're ready for war. Look, he's happy now. He's like, ah, I'm in armour. So, let's chat to this lovely lady.
I found him in the crater.
This game also has like a Game Plus mode where you can just do quests and bounty hunting and stuff. And if a certain boss if a boss kills you, you have also like a nemesis where when you're playing the game, he comes to get you again, and it's really cool. There's so many features.
Your message might be all
Awesome.
that can save us from impending doom.
You'll be living the dream, Karaoke. The Xbox is a great platform, and there's all year round sales, dirt cheap games on there, pocket money level games. Sometimes, I mean, and if you get games with gold and Xbox Game Pass or whatever, you'll have access to hundreds of games, and you get free games, 4 free games a month, I think it is. The dream. Deckard, gotta say.
Tell me everything you remember.
Deckard's a bit older here.
Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made.
I mean, I don't have Game Pass. I just have that games with gold. That's one thing you need to be aware of, Brad. To play the Xbox online and most of the games, you do need a subscription service. Games with Gold is £5.99 a month. That'll give you access to all the online stuff, and it gives you 4 free games a month to keep. Game Pass gives you that, plus access to 400 games that you can download and play, but you don't own them. It's a bit like Netflix for games, and that's about, I don't know, £10, £15 a month or something. I go with Games with Gold for £5.99 because I'm a cheap ass. And I don't get my money's worth, to be honest.
I am the last of the Horodrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact...
That seems unlikely.
When the first signs...
Do you remember anything else yet?
Only that
Henrik, I think he said he's got an Xbox 360, which is not working properly, but I don't know anything else. Maybe he can tell us.
It is a constant frustration.
There is no need for that. What did you learn of Adria?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what.
Have I done all the story? Let's go to Kane's house and read his books. I like going through their personal belongings. They love it, they do. Oh, nothing. This is just a place I call home. Some places do Game Pass codes, which where you get more, you get it cheaper, like cdkeys.com and stuff. But I'm not an expert on it all because, like I say, I don't use it anymore. Because I don't play my Xbox enough to really justify the cost. To be honest, I go through stages of playing it and then stages of not touching it for a month or two. So
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man.
She likes me going through a journal.
When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
He was bad. Don't sniff the blankets, you naughty man. Get out of here. He lives in the inn, what does that tell you?
I've decided to write an epic poem on the death of the Skeleton King.
Yeah.
Afraid of damaging your armor. In fact,
there's loads of retro games on Xbox, but if you mean emulation, they do a thing where you pay Xbox as a developer's license thing, and you can install RetroArch and stuff on it, and the Series X and S is meant to be really good at it, but I wouldn't know personally, I'm afraid to say. I don't really get involved with that sort of stuff. Not because I think it's bad, but because I'm already busy with what I'm doing, really.
I've dug up some
Let's sell some crap to this guy.
for you this fine day.
I will just sell you all of my goodies, you naughty little man. I will just stay a while and listen. Oh yeah. That's me, free of burden.
One shall become four, though the three
Yeah, well, I mean,
never again.
Diablo 2 is on the Xbox. Diablo 3. There's a load of Doom games you can play multiplayer, campaign, and deathmatch. There's Quake. There's low ends of arcade, like Sega compilations. There's loads of retro stuff. There's Capcom, Konami stuff. There's all kinds of retro things. Yeah, so basically, if we played an Xbox game, Henrik couldn't join in because he hasn't got it. That was the answer I think you were after. Well, not the answer, but the knowledge. What's in my... Oh yeah, in this game, your storage is available for all of your characters to look at. Yeah, I figured that was the case. That was sort of why I said it's something else we could play on the channel, but it doesn't replace the PC, because, you know, we need... You know, somebody at some point has got to spend the money for the equipment they've not got. I mean, I'm alright because I've got the PC and the Xbox, but, you know, such is life. Oh, look at the time. Looking good. Woo! Friendly looking fellow who you trust. Well, we'll discuss all this more soon, my friends. I won't be for the time being. I'm not going to stream on a Wednesday for the time being. I've got some stuff coming up, but I'll be back Friday. I'm hoping to get a painting or modelling, you know, video on soon. I've had a bit of a problem with that, but like I say, at least I've made progress in resolving the chat situation for our gaming recordings, our Sunday game recordings. So as of Sunday, that should be absolutely fine. I was almost there on this Sunday, but because I left the mic setting on my DVR software, it made a conflict where my voice was talking, nobody else's was. The game sound was on, but then Henrik's voice was in the background with a second recording of my voice. But I didn't want to delete the sound from Diablo because we'd lost all the music and stuff. So next week I'm going to leave the DVR sound on, but switch the mic off, and then in theory the OBS will capture me and Henrik and Alan, and if anybody else wants to come along, their voices as well. So yeah, yes, cheers, cheers Brad, cheers Henrik, everybody else. Take care of yourselves, have an awesome week. If you want to contact me with anything, everybody knows how to contact me. I'm on therealretrobeard at gmail.com, or Instagram. I'm very available on the messenger chat, or a comment on YouTube, whatever. Feel free to contact me over anything, or suggest anything, or ask anything, or whatever. And we'll discuss this all some more. Have a great week. Like I say, I hope to get a painted video out. I hope. Depends how my time works out. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much, everybody. This is RetroBeard signing off. Bye for now. Have a good one. Enjoy your weeks. Or your week. Yeah. See ya.